Let's begin by taking a comfortable posture. Let's take 3 deep breaths. When we inhale, we straighten our back. We wake up, we focus. And when we exhale, let's release all tension in the body, in the mind. With each out breath, do a scan of your body, releasing any physical tension, pains, any discomfort in your body. Just relax deeply, releasing all the tension, all the effort, dropping all the effort to the earth, to the ground, releasing completely. With the in-breath, make sure you're taking the right posture, with your eyes relaxed, your eyelids halfway open, very relaxed, or they can be closed. You can close your eyes. The tip of your tongue, put it on the palate behind the upper teeth. The rest of the tongue relaxed. Relax your jaw, your shoulders, your arms. Leaving the spine straight, relax all the muscles around it. Make sure you send all the weight to the cushion, the chair, or whatever surface you're sitting on. If you're laying down, also relax all your body. Relax your legs. If you're sitting on a chair, let the soles of your feet well planted on the ground. If you're cross-legged, make sure your knees are stable and you can fully relax in that posture. Let some air and space between your torso and your arms. Your hands can be in your lap, on your legs, or one on top of the other with the thumbs touching in the traditional mudra of meditation. And now let's settle our motivation for this practice so that we can train our mind to see the world differently, so that we can trust our inner wisdom and continue this inner transformation in the path to enlightenment. With this motivation in mind, release all effort, come to settle in the present, let your body, speech and mind settle completely in the present moment without effort. Let your body be stable like a mountain, relaxed, calm, peaceful. Let your speech be silent and let your mind be quiet. If there are thoughts arising, let them arise and pass. Do not grasp to them. Let them come and go without distraction, without following after them, without elaboration. If you find yourself caught up in thoughts, release them, let go. If you find yourself a bit drowsy, dull, sleepy, inhale deeply, open a little bit more your eyes, straighten your body, and focus with clarity in the present. And let's do a few minutes of mindfulness practice, just present with openness, noticing everything that is arising and passing without a particular thing to focus on except being in the present. This is also called open awareness. We're just attentive to whatever arises. If a sound comes to our experience, we notice it, we let it pass. And the same with tactile sensations, visual forms, smells, everything that arises to our five physical senses, but also anything that arises in our mind, just as thoughts, memories, ideas, fantasies about the past, the future. Also, any emotion that arises, we notice it, we're present with it. Whatever phenomena that appears to our consciousness, we're aware of it. We don't grasp to it, we don't get attached to it. We let it be as long as it wants to be there, and we see it dissolving back into space, giving rise maybe to another perception, another emotion, another thought. But we let everything come and go as we let our mind settle in its natural state, completely relaxed, without effort, just cultivating presence with our body, speech, and mind. Silent presence. We don't have to control, we don't have to do, we don't have to achieve. We can take a few minutes just to be completely present. And by habit, we might find ourselves grasping to something that arises like a thought or sound or sensation. We just notice it. We notice we have been distracted and that we are grasping and we're taking out the experience of being totally present. So we just release that thought, that sound, that emotion, and we come back to the present, wherever is arising, right here, right now. We don't have to do any effort. And as we do this, we continue relaxing more deeply with the out breath. We notice any sensation related with the out breath and the in breath, all the breathing cycle in our body. And because we have cultivated some presence and our mind, our body is more calm now, we can choose an object to focus on and do a little bit of shamatha practice. Calm abiding is called, or single pointed attention. In this case, we're choosing the sensations of the breath. Maybe you feel them in all your body, or in your abdomen, in your chest, at your nostrils. Wherever you feel the sensations of the breath, Put your attention very lightly there. If a sound, thought, or any other stimuli arises, just notice it, let it pass, and bring your attention back to the sensations of the breath. We're using this as an anchor to the present, to give a job to our minds, to keep attention on that object. We don't have to do any effort. We're just aware of the movement of the breath, of every cycle of in-breath and out-breath. If it's helpful for you, you can count the breaths. 1 to 10, 1 to 21, and then release. If it's not helpful, then just keep relaxing with each out-breath. If you feel too relaxed, that you're starting to feel drowsy or sleepy, inhale deeply and refocus your attention. In this way, we're balancing relaxation, stability, and clarity. We're cultivating these qualities of the mind. Without any effort, we can remain longer and longer periods of time focused on the breath or in whatever activity or object we choose to be focusing on. This practice develops concentration. After a while, you will feel that you are in a state of flow, that you don't need to do any balancing anymore. You're not sleepy, you're not distracted, you're totally present and aware of each in-breath and out-breath. You can stay in that state. It feels like you can stay there for longer periods of time. And if you're completely relaxed, focused, aware, bliss starts arising. You are allowing your mind to rest from all that conceptualization, internal dialogue, thinking, obsessing, desiring, regretting, suffering. You are allowing yourself to be in full acceptance of what it is in the present, without grasping, without distraction. So now that we are deeply relaxed, awake, attentive, present, by doing these previous exercises of mindfulness and shamatha, let's move to the main practice by using the power of our mind to visualize. Visualizing the center of your chest at the level of the heart, in the heart chakra. Imagine a little bindu. A bindu is a little sphere of light, very small, round sphere made of light. Visualize it there in the center of your chest, in the center of your body, at the level of the heart. And imagine that this little bindu, this sphere, symbolizes, represents your innermost primordial consciousness, this level of awareness that is always present, yet is clouded, obscured by all the conceptualization, duality, grasping, attachment, anger, ignorance. But it's our fundamental nature, the most profound level of our mind that is always present, aware, clear, untainted by mental afflictions, is full of wisdom and compassion. And it's what we want to realize, actualize, by doing meditation practices, by following a spiritual path. So imagine that this little sphere comes out of your body and manifests in front of you as a being of light. It can just be a generic shape of a being with arms and legs and eyes, but made of light. Or you can put an image of someone who represents that for you, like the image of the Buddha or Jesus or whoever inspires those qualities of wisdom and compassion in you. The important thing here is to recognize that this being of light is not separated from you, it's no other than your own primordial consciousness. So take a moment to connect with this representation that arises in your mind in front of you, this representation of great wisdom, compassion, love, generosity, patience, all the qualities that you want to develop. And recognize this being as being no different than you. It's your inner teacher, your inner master, your inner guru. And imagine that this being looks at you with compassion, with love, with total acceptance. You're projecting your own inner wisdom in this being that you're visualizing in front of you. So imagine asking a question to this being, or asking in your mind, ask for advice about a problem you have, or about something that is troubling you in your life, or the answer to something that you can't solve, a decision you need to make, anything. Just close your eyes, visualize this being of wisdom in front of you and ask this question. Ask for that advice. Formulate this idea in your mind. And then just rest in open awareness. Just present, relax for a moment, connecting with this being, visualizing that this being is full of love and compassion, is your inner wisdom, is your own compassion in its most pure way, most pure shape, visualized by you. And wait a few seconds to receive the answer to that question, that advice, to the problem you have, that instruction on how to proceed on the path, on your own transformation path. And just let that voice of wisdom from your inner wisdom manifest as a message from this teacher, from this inner teacher. This being, whether it's female or male or neutral, no gender, wherever you're visualizing in front of you, will give you the right answer. Because this wisdom is already present in your mind. So wait a few seconds, receive this advice. Imagine this being talking to you with great love and compassion and wisdom and telling you what to do to solve this problem, to make that decision, to continue on your projects, on your path. And then rest with that answer. Assimilate it. And look back to this being. Visualize it with great love and compassion, sending light and energy to you, filling completely your body with this light, with this loving kindness, with this compassion and wisdom. And rest for a moment in this visualization, imagining that this being protects you, cares for you, and will guide you towards freedom and genuine happiness. Now visualize this being of light in front of you, dissolving into light, into this little window, this little sphere of light we visualized at the beginning of the meditation. And this little sphere of light travels to the top of your head and enters your body through the central channel and comes to rest in the center of your chest at the level of your heart. And from there, all this light fills your body completely. Imagine your body transforming into a body of light and then dissolving back into this little sphere, this window of light at your heart. Now let this window dissolve into space and rest there with an open awareness, present, non-dual, resting. When you feel conceptual thoughts arising again in your mind, visualize yourself coming back into this body, feeling lighter, more spacious, more confident, that you can contact anytime with this inner teacher and ask advice and see what is the right way to act or to continue growing, transforming, and moving towards your own awakening. Let's finish by dedicating this meditation so we can continue our mind training every week, meeting together and meditating, that we can continue practicing by our own and integrating meditation in our daily lives so that we can learn how to see the world in a different way as it is and not as we imagine it is. So we can continue living without grasping, without attachment, without anger, in total equanimity, and cultivating and developing loving kindness, compassion, and all the virtues of the heart. And that we can do this transformation, this path to awakening, not only for ourselves, but for the benefit of all sentient beings.